here today with Paul, who's going to be helping with Project 4.1 for Informatics I300. Now, Paul, before we begin, I have some information for you, and I'm going to read it to make sure that I cover everything.
All right.
You probably already have a good idea of why we asked you here, but let me go over it again briefly. We're asking people to try using a website that we're working on so we can see whether it works as intended. The session should take, hopefully, not that long. All right. As you use the site, I'm going to ask you as much as possible. So try to think out loud to say what you're looking at, what you're trying to do, and what you're thinking, because that will be a big help.
Okay.
Also, please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We're doing this to improve the site, so we need to hear your honest reactions.
Okay.
All right. If you would, I'm going to ask you to sign a simple permission form for us that says we have your permission to record you and your actions.
All right, just sign it here.
Yeah. It's a great signature.
Thank you.
You should be famous.
I am.
All right. Do you have any questions for me before we begin?
I don't believe so.
All right, Paul. Before we look at the site, I'd like to ask you just a few quick questions. First, what is your occupation?
I'm a mobile installer over at Best Buy.
Oh, how's that going?
It's going pretty all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have any nice coworkers?
Unfortunately, I work with one guy, and I would not use nice.
No one else in the store? No one else in any other department, maybe?
Oh, in other departments? Oh, yeah, I work with this really nice girl. Her name's Jessica Young. She's a really great person. She can sell you a damn good thing.
You can say that. It's okay.
I can say damn.
I already said it.
I guess this isn't the radio.
All right, Paul. Now, how many hours a week altogether, just a ballpark estimate, do you spend using the internet?
It's an actual question.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I work 8 hours a day, probably 3 hours that's actually working, so about 5, get back home is 6. I would say anywhere between 7 to 13.
Okay. Any sites in particular that you go on during this period?
None that I'd like to admit on recording.
That's nice. All right. Do you have any favorite websites?
I'd say Reddit's probably up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reddit?
Reddit and...
This coworker's Facebook page, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're done with the questions.
I don't want that more than anything often.
And we can start, getting into things. First, I'm going to ask you to look at this page and tell me what you think.
I think it's a very simple layout. I like that. It appears that where the banner at the bottom is where it says free shipping, student discounts, and discover over 850 brands. It looks like the banner down here is actually overlapping with something. So that's kind of the first thing I noticed.
Do those promotions stand out to you? Do they make you want to look more onto this website?
I would say, yeah, they're subtle enough. They actually do draw my attention, but they don't really stand out or seem too flashy, which I appreciate.
Okay.
And there's a nice little coupon, it looks like, up here that they want you to see.
I mean, those coupons will get you.
Right.
What do you think this website is selling?
I'd say anything fashion or style, destination related. It looks like for both women and men. Ooh, I like that effect. The mouse over effect. That's pretty nice.
All right, well, now I'm going to ask you to try doing some specific tasks on the website, and just feel free to think out loud. These aren't meant to be, challenging, just to get your honest opinion on what you're interacting with.
Sure.
First, I'm going to have you search for any product that strikes your interest that this website could possibly sell.
Okay, well, let's look at... Oh, let's turn caps lock off. Sweatpants, like Gambino. Oh. Yeah, and there you go. You get some tracksuit and jogger hoodie. Wow, okay, that worked. Since... why is that capped?
How do all of those options on the left make you feel?
Ooh, I actually really like this box right here because normally these will just go like a mile down and you can't get to the other ones. But yeah, the little sliding text box is kind of nice in there. I guess you can collapse it either way, but I actually don't know if I've seen that very often. I like that. Other than that,
what else
get
about
different views if you want to see more of them at once, or if you want to see close-ups of them. That's actually fairly nice.
Is there anything you don't like about this setup or
Yeah,
the features of this page
already
in particular?
I'm noticing, I don't know if it's just because I'm using Safari, but it seems like the whole website just wastes a lot of space. I feel like it's not actually...
Do you think that affects your, how much time you want to spend on this website if it's not as visually pleasing like that?
Yeah, I mean, the pictures are, either A, smaller, and or B, you don't see as many on one screen, so you got to scroll a lot farther down, and it doesn't look like they have any advertisements or anything they're really trying to get you to see, so I don't really understand what the point of making it this style would be.
Well,
one thing I don't like that I just realized is some websites have the next page thing at the front and the top. I'd like to see that at the top too.
Yeah, it's for easier navigation should you have to scroll back up there.
Right.
Now, Paul, go ahead and just take your time and just decide on any product you'd like to potentially have interest in later.
Liquor and poker embroidered. Oh yeah, that's my style right there. Okay.
Now we're gonna stop on this page. Is there anything that sticks out to you about where we're at right now?
I'm a little concerned about that asterisk right there. I wonder what that really means. Seems pretty straightforward, but that's a little misleading here. Looks like I've got a favorite option. Maybe I can put things on a wish list. That doesn't seem very obvious. Maybe that's what that is. Other than that, no. I mean, it's again pretty clean. I like the fade. It's nice animation.
Yeah, I like how it's optional to
show
more or show
exactly.
less.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with the boxes on the last page. It doesn't really take up too much real estate on the actual.
Could you say it's, it does a good job at not being overwhelming?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it doesn't really look like they're trying to really sell you on anything. It's just kind of, if you interested in this, you come.
What do you think about that information that they have down there, like the different details?
I like that it's all, they didn't make the letters like super dark black bolded or colors to stand out for each thing. The whole website kind of blends together really well, and they don't really make any one or two things stick out too much. I think it's a pretty clean site in general.
So are those the sweatpants you want to stick with?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we'll move on to our second task of this project. Go ahead and just add that to your cart.
Let's see.
Hit a roadblock.
I hit a roadblock when you select size. I guess that would be.
Do you think it was
accurate?
Helpful that it stopped you before going forward just to make sure you had a size selected? Yeah,
rather than giving like a default size and ordering the wrong thing or something. Okay, so I added that to my cart. Up here it says I now have a balance of $56 with one item in my cart.
Go ahead. Appears to be the right thing. And go to view cart.
Ooh. Spend another $84 and get free 2-day shipping. Wow.
Whoa. Do you think that's a big number to have to spend to get free shipping? How much do you think 2-day shipping is, typically?
I would say that 2-day. I mean, non Amazon
typical
Prime,
shipping
probably
is like what, 5 to 7 business days.
Yeah, I'd say probably shipping. $15-$20, something like that. Awesome. Yeah. So another $84, and they'll give you free 2-day. Interesting.
So how do you feel about this page that is claimed to just be the view cart option?
I mean, again, it's...
Does it look pretty regular?
Yeah, it looks pretty regular.
Those sweatpants are $56.
Right. Well, they've got little white tigers there and there, so it's kind of...
Excuse me.
Right, yeah, you're paying
Of
more
course,
for the tiger. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cheese and rice or sweatpants.
Right. Free and easy returns. That's nice. I guess I've never really ordered clothes online, but that'd be a kind of scary thing to do because you can't really try it on or anything. So it's nice that.
How do you feel about that little note up there by my cart that says items are reserved for 60 minutes? Do you think that's enough time to hold your items? Like, what if you went on the website like during the morning and then said, "I'll get back to this," and then went back at night to pay, and all of your stuff is gone?
I've never seen that on any other website ever.
You've never seen a time limit. How do you feel about that?
That's interesting. I mean, I don't understand. Well, I guess if you put something in your cart and don't purchase it, say like on Amazon, and someone buys it before you, and it just happens to be the last one, I think you're just out of luck, aren't you? So that actually is a benefit. They will just go ahead and hold it for an hour for you. So I guess most companies don't actually do that. So I guess that's kind of cool. Okay.
And now for this last task that we are going to have you do, we are just going to have you check out.
Okay. So, yeah, say it's probably looking for an email at email.com and probably like email like password. Okay. Okay, so
since you don't actually have credentials with this website, go ahead and click on New to ASUS.
Oh, I didn't even see that up there.
Oh. Now, what do you feel about this
sign up
page right here?
I like that it gives you the option to do quick sign in and log in through Google Plus, Facebook, or Twitter. But I also do like that it gives you the option just to go straight through them.
So if you were on this website on your own time, would you take the time to sign up or continue to check out? You can make that decision.
I would probably just hit continue and check out. Personally, because I mean, if I'm going to be buying something off this website, it's probably going to be like a gift or something for someone. Like, I don't really online shop for clothing. But I guess if you're someone who does like to do that often, then doing the quick sign in with like Google Plus and all that, I find that very useful on other websites that I frequent more often than this one. So it's a nice feature. Ooh, student code, some vouchers. Probably going in GBD. What's GBD?
What do you think GBD is?
I have no idea.
How do you feel knowing there's a student code?
That's pretty cool. There's student discounts, I'm guessing. That's what that means. Applies to free delivery codes too. So where would a student actually obtain this code? Like what student is this? Just your student ID?
Do you think this would be a good? Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Do you think this would be a good opportunity for the website to maybe implement a little bit more information on the student code? Maybe have like a little what is it called? Asterisk. Asterisk. Never been able to say that word.
Yeah. I mean, I have absolutely no idea what GBD means. I don't know where I would obtain a student code. I don't know if that would just be your normal like student ID or.
So there's a few things that are unclear.
Right, but then again, maybe it's just because I'm a guest, And if I actually went through and signed up, maybe that would be explained somewhere, but I don't know. I didn't go through that process.
Does it make you feel a little left out?
Yeah, I feel like I'm outside of the circle on this one.
Well, we're not actually going to make you go through and, put in actual information. But is there anything else about this page that you want to add before we wrap things up here?
Komodo Secure. I don't know if I've ever seen Komodo, but that looks like a pretty secure looking icon, so I guess I'll trust it.
Do you think this is a US based website?
I would say probably not. My guess would be no.
I don't think there's anything else I'm supposed to ask you. So, Paul, thank you so much for participating in this wonderful event called Project 4.1 in Informatics I-300, meeting Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays at 1 p.m.
Great.
You're very much appreciated.
I feel very much appreciated. Thank you for having me.
Well, should I ever, be in this situation again, you'll hear from me.
Okay, sounds great.
Thank you for your time. Goodbye.